Welcome to a very spontaneous video, everyone. I was not planning to film today, honestly, but I've been in a very reflective mood. Reflective? Is that the word I want? I've been reflecting a lot. Yes, thinking a lot lately about many different things, including my journey here on BookTube and just being online in general, mainly for two reasons. I feel like I'm at the midpoint where I've just celebrated my BookTube birthday, which, well, it was over a month ago. I believe the exact day is March 12th. I believe. And then I'm also celebrating my own birthday, which is on May 3rd. And it is a big one this year. It's kind of scary, but... And I guess with both of those milestones being so close together, I was just in the mood for doing a bit of a chatty video and reflecting back on all of these years that I've been here with you, which is very funny because I feel like most of you lovely people watching here are probably not aware that I started doing this 7 years ago. And that's funny to me. I feel like when I started, I was a very different person. I mean, for sure I was. Most of my old videos are now private. I even fully deleted some of them from YouTube because I did not see myself in those, and it's not really the version of my person that I would like for people to find online. So yes, 7 years, and during those 7 years a lot has happened. I feel like BookTube has evolved a lot and I've changed a lot, hopefully, as well. And now we're here, and I thought it could be fun to answer some questions from the BookTube birthday tag, as well as maybe add a few things here and there that I find fitting. So I hope you enjoy this video, and as one of my favorite creators, Morgan Long, would say, if you haven't already, please do get comfy and grab a cup of your favorite drink. Today I'm drinking a rose tea, which is very nice during a very stormy day. So it's very cozy indeed. I of course have my blanket as well. So let's chat, everyone. Speaking about motivation to keep making videos is a very hard thing for me to do. There definitely have been some years where I did consider not making videos anymore, especially after the pandemic, which I feel like it's very understandable. It did mess with a lot of people, of course, emotionally and physically as well. For a lot of us, it also meant reevaluating our maybe priorities and how we really wanted to spend our time, what we actually wanted to do, and putting some work and passion in. So for a very long while there, I would say maybe 2 or 3 years even, I didn't really feel like posting videos, and that's kind of where my big breaks started as well. I feel like the longest that I haven't been without uploading, I might be wrong, but I feel like it was around 7 or 8 months, possibly a bit more than that. And before that, I was not happy with any of my videos, mainly because I was not doing well at all. So when I filmed myself, I hated hearing my voice, I hated looking at my face, I mostly struggled with finding a purpose behind my videos. It's very strange having a presence online. I just started questioning everything. Why would anyone care what a random person on the internet has to say about her routine, her bookish goals, or, you know, favorites and reviews and everything? Why would someone care about what anything that I have to say when, especially when the world is becoming so scary and messy and so many people are struggling way more than I was. And of course I don't really like comparing. Each person has been dealing or is currently dealing with so many different things, and it's not really helpful or useful, I would say, for us to compare each other's problems or struggles, of course. But I looked at myself and didn't see any value. I didn't really see what I could bring to the table. I wasn't sure how my presence could be, you know, a positive thing on YouTube. And so That's also, I think, when I started looking back at my older content and just deleting everything. Because it was already a struggle for me to look at my present self. So you can imagine what it felt like when I looked at my 23, 24-year-old. It was a very confusing experience. I did not like it and I just decided to delete everything. So yes, for a long period of time, I wasn't really sure I was ever going to come back. I never had the intention when I took a break. I never did think about definitely quitting. I always thought of it as a break and eventually I would come back. But when I started not uploading more consistently, it felt right for me at the moment. So I thought, well, maybe this is it. Because I don't see how my presence can help anyone or bring, some value, which I felt like was what was missing for me. Why do this? I feel like for whatever it is that I do in my life, I always have to find a why. I have to have a reason. Otherwise, I will just lose interest and I will lose the capacity to just keep going. It's very hard for me to do that. The thing that kept me going, and I know that a lot of creators say this, and I'm glad they do because it's true, is the community. I honestly don't have a better answer for you. I have a second reason, we'll get there, but the main one, yes, it is the community, it is the people. I have found so many beautiful souls like you watching this video that I like so much and I appreciate you so much. I love getting to know so many of you by name now. I recognize you when I see you in the comments. I know who you are, and that's such a wonderful feeling. Not to mention, of course, the friends, the actual friends that I made through this platform. It's insane. I am even lucky enough to be able to say that I met some of these people in real life, which is crazy. That never would have happened if it weren't for YouTube. So the way these people inspired me, and I'm including all of you as well, was through your kindness and your support. And things like you mentioning that you were having a bad day and you watched one of my videos and you felt better. I cannot even begin to describe how incredible that is to hear. People saying that one of my videos felt like a hug to you, or felt like speaking to a friend, or that you missed me, or when you message me on Instagram or anything asking how I am. It's just the sweetest thing. And that really made me reconsider. And I thought, okay, maybe there's something here. Maybe this is something that I should not give up so easily, because look at the connections that I'm creating. That's beautiful. And that's really what life is all about, I feel like. We should always be here for each other, and if this little corner of the internet allows for us to establish that connection between all of us and have a cozy space where hopefully people feel comfortable in, that's really what matters to me. That's always been my goal with this channel. Well, I shouldn't say always, because that's not exactly how I started, but more recently, a few years ago, I did realize that my goal with this channel is to provide a comforting space for people. I do consider myself a booktuber because a lot of my videos are, of course, based on books. I love reading, it's one of my favorite things, of course, and so my videos will reflect that a lot. But my main purpose is truly to give you a safe space, and if that means cheering you up or making you smile during a bad day, then that's all I could ask for, honestly. And that's my purpose. That's how I've started to regain a reason to continue. And then, of course, my lovely friends. You know who you are if you are watching this. You're incredible. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, so I hope you know that. It's just amazing, like when people come together and are kind and supportive and empathetic towards each other. It's incredible, the magic that we can all create together. So that's what slowly gave me motivation to continue, as well as just pursuing creative hobbies. I love filming, I love editing, and this is a way for me to explore all of those passions. It is something that genuinely brings me so much fun, so much joy, and this is a way for me to express it. So that's a good bonus. So now I've come to realize that what works better for me is to upload less frequently whenever I feel like it, because yes, there was also a time during my BookTube journey where I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to upload frequently, which is really silly when I look back and think about it, because that's a pressure you should never have to put on yourself, especially when it is a hobby for me. I cannot speak from the position of someone who does make this a job, even if it is a part-time job. I cannot speak on that. With this being a hobby and something that I just love doing because it's fun and because it's a wonderful way for me to connect with you and share so many of my passions with you, it's really silly to put that pressure on me. So I stopped doing that, or at least I'm trying to. And I'm sure you've noticed, but I have been uploading much less frequently. I upload maybe once a month, sometimes once a month, sometimes once every 2 months, sometimes once every 3 weeks. It is whenever I feel like I have the energy and the right mood to do it, I would say. If it's feeling like an obligation, I will not do it. It's become way simpler for me to do that, which is great. It's very helpful because it keeps me going. I am somewhat regular in my uploads, they're just less frequent. I guess one of them could be the visiting bookstores in Lisbon, which is something that I definitely want to keep doing and sharing with you. I shared 3 beautiful bookstores that you can visit if you go to Lisbon. They are all so unique and special. I find each one of them like a little paradise in the middle of the city. They are very cozy places with incredible book selections, and I had tons of fun filming that vlog and hauling a few books to just give you a glimpse of the offer that I have. So, and then I also have to shout out, it's a very recent one, probably my most recent video, not including this one, which is my Les Mis reading vlog part 2, because I've mentioned this a lot. I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, but before the huge break that I took, that's when I started reading Les Mis, and I did start filming vlogs for it. I did upload one of those vlogs and then I completely stopped. I didn't feel like reading, I didn't feel like creating, and so I just didn't. I took a long break from that book, and now after 2 years I'm getting back into it, and now the second vlog is up. I'm very happy that I'm finally making progress with it, so that one for sure. And then, am I cheating if I mention just my Vlogmas series, just because it is, you know, during the holiday season, it is such a happy moment of the year, usually for me, because it is truly something that I love. And so I guess Vlogmas, also because a lot of my favorite people film Vlogmas as well, and it is such a joy to wake up and see that like 3 different people have uploaded a video on that day. Does it take me a while to get through all of them? Yes, but it's always nice to know that they're there for when I need them. Adding to this question though, I'm gonna say that one of my favorite things that I've been doing just in general is collaborations with friends. I just recently started a book club with 3 other incredible bookish creators, Milena, Shannon, and Sophia. They are the sweetest. We just started the Pause and Pages book club. We are on our 2nd pick right now, and that's definitely one of my favorite things to do on BookTube in general, is collaborations with other people. And I also do host some projects with my lovely friend Milena, who's also in the book club with me, but we are currently hosting the Thomas Hardy read along, and we might have some other plans. We'll see. But yes, I always do some fun things with her as well, and I love that. I love getting to share buddy reads, reading sprints with other people. So if I had to highlight something else other than like just videos from me, I feel like I need to highlight those as well for sure. About struggles with BookTube, I feel like I did mention that already. Fortunately, it hasn't been so much in the past year. It was really after the pandemic especially that I hit a wall. I didn't really know what to do. But yes, I'm trying not to repeat myself too much. I guess sometimes you just have to listen to your intuition, and at the time it was definitely the right decision for me to take a step back and stop uploading. And adding to that, also finding new hobbies maybe that I loved. So when I did stop making videos as frequently, that's when I also started gaming a lot more. And I found my passion again, because when I was a child I used to play a lot with family, with friends. We literally had hangout sessions where we ate some snacks, delicious snacks, and then we played. And we played for hours straight. And I missed those times a lot. So the fact that I was not reading as much, because when my brain is tired and overwhelmed, I cannot exactly read. When I wasn't doing that, I found a lot of other beautiful things that I know I loved doing, but I hadn't done them in so long. And gaming was definitely my main escape during those years, and now it still is. Now it's fully back in my life, and I couldn't be happier. So yes, just listening to what I needed as well, and focusing on other aspects of life that are there to be enjoyed and appreciated, was amazing. But now I realized this is difficult, and I guess this fits this question because it also applies to this past year for sure. With all of this that I just said also comes the guilt of not uploading, of not being so present online. I definitely feel that a lot. So while I do think it's important, of course, for people to do what's right for them, including myself, I guess, I also feel, and still do, feel terribly guilty and just awful about myself when I'm not uploading videos, or I'm not watching as many videos, especially from my friends or creators that I love, when I'm not commenting as much, when I'm not posting on Instagram, when I'm not posting on Patreon, which does have a paywall, even if it is like a low tier, it doesn't matter. People are, actually giving me something back. And so the guilt just piles up a lot. And that's something that I don't think will ever disappear. I feel like there are better moments of it when I don't feel maybe it so much. Well, actually, are there? No, actually, guilt is the feeling that I still haven't been able to really make disappear, and I don't think I ever will, because I don't know, it's hard. It's really hard to not feel that. But that's also when the community aspect comes, and you're all so wonderful. I feel like in 7 years I must have had like maybe 5 negative comments, if that many. Like, if there have been more than that, I don't really remember. You are all so kind and so generous, and that helps me a lot. So there's that. Now, I'm supposed to choose one moment from the past year on BookTube that I would love to relive. But I guess I'm going to change this question a little bit, because if there are any moments that I would like to relive, those are the moments where I got to meet my friends in real life. Just this past year, I was able to meet Sophia from Sophia Reads, who's been a friend of mine for years now. We did host another book club together before this one, and she's wonderful. I love her so much, and it was so wonderful to see her. And then I also met Virginia, who's been a long-time subscriber. I adore her. She's the sweetest person ever, and I also was able to spend some time with her, and it was insane. It still feels surreal for me to be able to know people. So I definitely would choose those moments, just being with every single person again and again and again. I just wish we all lived closer so I could be with all of you, but unfortunately we don't. So I feel very grateful that I had all of these opportunities to meet these people. And this year I will meet another friend probably, which I do not want to jinx it. I mention it and I'm like, oh, but what if it doesn't happen? I hope it does. Oh god, this is an impossible question. Shout out a huge supporter of your channel. Small interruption because I had to pee. But like I was saying, it is impossible to say that because I know I will forget people and I do not want to forget anyone, which is impossible. So I guess I will say, like, if I had to pick one person, it would have to be Milena, because she's one of the greatest people I've ever met, first of all, and she's one of the greatest friends that I've made because of BookTube, and I couldn't be more grateful. She's an incredibly supportive person. I always feel better after talking to her. She encourages me so much, not only when it comes to my channel, but also just personally in life things. so I couldn't not mention her. But there are so many people. The girls from the book club, of course, I've known all of them for years and they're all wonderful. I appreciate all of them so much. There's also Victoria from What Victoria Read, one of the kindest souls ever. If you're not subscribed to her, what are you doing? Like, her channel feels like home to me, honestly, and she does this wonderful long videos that I adore watching. And in the same line, Olivia Savannah from Olivia's Catastrophe. If you're not subscribed to her, again, what are you doing? She's so thoughtful. I adore her. I adore her content, and both of these people always comment on my videos, always. I don't know how they do it, because they both have extremely busy lives, but you can tell that they always make time and space for the people they care about, and that's a beautiful trait to have. So both of them for sure. Of course, I have to mention my Patreons because they've been there through the darkest times and the happiest times, of course, but it's just a lovely circle of beautiful people. I keep repeating myself, but honest to God, it's so true. I am so happy having that little space with those people, knowing exactly who they are and just getting to know them a bit more. It's amazing. It's amazing. But honestly, I could mention a lot of people, not just content creators, which yes, I could be here for hours if I wanted to mention the people that have been supporting me for so long and still do, but also so many of you. I recognize a lot of you just from the comments that you leave on my videos, and I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. There's just no way I can name every single person, but trust me, I see you. I really do. And this wouldn't be the same without you. That's just the truth. Again, repeating myself, but it is true. This would be nothing without you standing there, looking at me, drinking a cup of tea that is now too cold, but that's okay. Actually, it's fine. It's not warm, but it's fine. So yes, thank you for watching this. I don't know why you do it, but I appreciate it so much. The best book you've read in the past year. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I think maybe I should do a video about the best books that I've read since starting BookTube. Is that something that would interest you? I know a lot of people do videos like that, so maybe I should too. That's an idea, for sure. Best book I've read in the past year was Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I don't even need to think twice about that. I don't know how I had never read it before. For years I thought I had, I swear. But I feel like that's because it's such a huge part of our culture nowadays. It has been adapted millions of times. Everyone knows about Frankenstein, even if it is just, you know, a vague idea. And I think that's why I thought I read it, because when I was much younger I read a lot of Gothic literature, and for some reason Frankenstein I didn't include it for some silly reason. But now that I have read it, it has become one of my favorite books. Not just favorite classic, favorite book. It is just as good as people have been saying for all of these years. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy to think that, right? Frankenstein deserves the hype. I know, who would have guessed it? If you haven't read it yet, here's your opportunity. Here's my recommendation. Do read Frankenstein. It is so short, but packs a punch. Each line is so impeccably written. Masterpiece, if you ask me. I loved it so much. The last question before I'm supposed to tag anyone, which consider all of you tagged. I'm not sure who's celebrating their BookTube birthday soon-ish, so please do this tag if you'd like to. But the last question is to talk about where I see myself in a year, where I see this channel in a year, and what I hope to achieve. And honestly, nothing. I'm good. I'm good. I feel like I hope to have uploaded at least one more vlog of Les Mis, hopefully two. I hope to finish the book this year. So I see myself having uploaded at least 2 more vlogs of that series, but I feel like that's it. I don't have any particular goals about my channel. I just hope it continues to be a genuine place for me to explore my creativity, my passions with all of you. I hope to keep uploading things that feel valuable to me and also to you. I hope I don't struggle as much again with uploading, but if I do, that would be fine as well. But honestly, I don't have any major goals. I don't have subscriber goals. I don't have like an amount of videos goal. I don't know. I'm not sure how to answer this question. I just hope it keeps being a place where you can come to find a cozy little corner, and just hearing a random person babbling on the internet about her love of books and stories in general, in whichever form they come in. So oh, and tea, of course, and cute things, romanticizing life as much as possible. That's what I hope to keep doing and to keep sharing with all of you. And because I'm repeating myself again, I'm gonna end this video here. And to all of you kind souls watching, thank you again so much for sticking with me. It's been hard sometimes being here. Being online is very intimidating, and I feel like it is becoming more and more intimidating, but I also do think that it is a place to share compassion and empathy and love and coziness. Here's to keep doing that for as long as we can, because the world needs more of that, and we all need it, we all want it. So I hope you're doing okay, I hope you're having a lovely week, and I hope to see you again very soon, either on a video or for some reading sprints. Bye everyone!